Good day to you. This is teacher Leland, Alejandro. We're going to do operation on functions, and this will include addition on function, subtraction on function, multiplication on function, and division on these functions. All right, so we shall try to see the problem set for our examples. Let's check the problem set. All right, so you have the screen. Let's check on the first number. Perform the indicated operation. And I'll just put this in the paper so that we can do it in the paper. So this is 1, 3, and 4. While I'm doing it on the paper or rewriting the problem, you can also glance at the given and the required. So you have G plus H on N. All right, so let me show you the paper where we're going to do it. All right, so we're here. Okay, here's exactly the first number. And this is G of N equals to 3N plus 4. H of N is equal to 3N plus 1. We're asked to get G plus H on N. Okay, so this is basically addition of the two functions. Now the solution for this, you can check it over here. This is just G plus H on the variable N. And this is basically a G function plus H function. So this is G of N plus H of N. There. And then this will be direct substitution. Just copy the equivalent of G of N, which is 3N plus 4, and then add the equivalent of H function, which is 3N plus 1. There. And then combining like terms, you have the 3N plus 3N, that's 6N. And then 4 plus 1, that's 5. So the final answer is 6N plus 5. This will be our answer. And we shall verify this in the other screen for the problem set. And you shall be able to check on the problem set answer. Okay, let's verify it. There, 6N plus 5 is our answer. And that is also the answer that we obtained. Let's have the second number. Okay, here's the second number. You can look at the problem while I put it in our solution paper. G of A is A cubed minus 5A squared. And then we have F of A equals negative 2A plus 1. And we're asked to get G plus F of A. There. Okay, so you're done looking at the problem. We shall see the solution. Remember that problem, G of A and F of A. We shall be able to continue in the paper. All right, here's number 2. G of A is equal to A cubed minus 5A squared minus 2A plus 1. The required is G plus F of the variable A. And we shall do it on the other side. And this is basically G plus F on A is equivalent to G of A plus F of A. And then direct substitution, the equivalent of G of A is A cubed minus 5A squared plus the F of A, which is just negative 2A plus 1. So after the plus, we write the quantity negative 2A plus 1. It's like this. Because we're adding the entire negative 2A plus 1. And so the moment you remove that grouping symbol, when it's preceded by a plus sign, the terms inside will not change in sign. So this will just be A cubed minus 5A squared minus 2A plus 1. And that looks like the answer. Since you cannot combine any terms there, as degree 3, degree 2, degree 1, and the number. All right, we shall verify the answer on the other screen. Should be able to check that over here. And this goes to number 2. There. That's what we have in the paper. A cubed minus 5a squared minus 2a plus 1. Next, we do number 3. Let's do the third. Here's number 3. Number 3 is f of a equals 3a plus 3. And then you have g of a equals a cubed minus 4a. We're asked to get f plus g of a. There. All right, we shall proceed to our solution. We're doing the third now. Okay, here's the third. We shall adjust the paper so we can see it clearer. Okay. Okay, here's f of a is equal to 3a plus 3. G of a is equal to a cubed minus 4a. We're asked to get the sum of f and the g. All right, so the solution looks like this. F plus g of a is equal to f of a plus g of a. There. And then direct substitution. This will be f of a, that's 3a plus 3 plus a cubed minus 4a. Yeah. And then we shall be able to combine like terms. A cubed has no other like term but the a cubed. We have the 3a and minus 4a. And that will result to negative 1a or negative a. And the number 3. And this must be the answer. There. So we have a cubed minus a plus 3. All right, that goes to our third. All right, so just remember the answer as we go and check it to the other side. A cubed minus a plus 3. A cubed minus a plus 3. And we shall be able to verify that that's a cubed minus a plus 3. There. Let's have the fourth. This is the fourth number under addition. All right, we have here the fourth number. And you can glance at the problem. H of x is equal to x squared plus 5x. And we have the function g of x equals negative 2x minus 1. We are asked to find h plus g of x. There. Okay, let's proceed to our solution. For here. All right, here is number 4. You can see number 4 over here. All right, h of x is equal to x squared plus 5x. G of x is equal to negative 2x minus 1. We're asked to get the sum. All right, so this is still addition of function. H plus g of x is equal to h of x plus g of x. There. Direct substitution, h of x is equal to x squared plus 5x plus g of x, or g of x, you can put it first in a grouping symbol. You have to write it there, negative 2x minus 1. And so it's preceded by a plus sign. So when removing the parentheses, and if it's preceded by a plus sign, there will be no change in the signs. So this will be the next line, x squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 1 there. And so we shall combine like terms. Our final answer must be x squared and followed by 3x minus 1. The 5x and the minus 2x is a positive 3x. And so we have the answer x squared plus 3x minus 1. X squared plus 3x minus 1 is our answer. X squared plus 3x minus 1 is our answer. There, x squared plus 3x minus 1. Okay, we were able to check it out by the red mark over there. red answers. All right, so that would be for number 4. Let us now proceed to the subtraction. Okay, subtraction is from 5 to 8. Here is the first one. All right, you can see here the requirement, find h minus g. Okay, it's a minus. So we're going to do a subtraction here. All right, let me just write the problem for number 5. Okay, we should be able to write it down first. While you're glancing at the problem, or you may write it down there and you can try it too. This will be now subtraction. And you can see the required. So h of a is equal to a plus 3. And you have g of a, that's equal to a squared plus 3. And then we are asked to find h minus g of a. All right, so let's just verify. Let's verify on this one. Okay, let's proceed to the solution paper. Okay, here's number 5, and we're doing now subtraction of functions. Okay, the requirement is h minus g of a, and this means h of a minus g of a. It's like this. That's the meaning of the function subtract. Okay, you can very well see that. Okay, we're now doing subtraction. Now let's substitute the equivalent. H of a is a plus 3, and then followed by the minus. Let's put now g of a. G of a is a squared plus 3. So when you put the minus, make sure the entire g function is in the grouping symbol first, like that. So you will not commit any sign error. So this will now be a squared plus 3, and this will be a plus 3. Now we remove the grouping symbol. Okay, if it's preceded by a minus, then all the signs inside will change. From positive a squared, it is now minus a squared. And from positive 3, it is now a negative 3 there. And then we continue with our combining like terms. The negative a squared will combine with nothing, so it will be negative a squared. The plus a here will not combine to anything also. It will just be rewritten, or you will just rewrite it there. And now 3 and the negative 3 cancels out to 0. So the final answer must be negative a squared plus a. Negative a squared plus a is our answer. Negative a squared plus a. And we shall be able to see negative a squared plus a there. And you can check it out in the red answer there. Red colored answer. Next, we do number 6. Here's number 6. All right, check it out on the whiteboard. And as I copy it in the paper, you have the given g of a is equals to 2a plus 5. And you have fa, or f of a, is equal to a cubed plus 5. You're asked to get g minus f on a there. All right, so let us continue in the paper. All right, so remember that problem. It will appear in the paper because I wrote it. Okay, here is number 6. Okay, here's number 6. The given is g of a is equal to 2a plus 5. F of a is equal to a cubed plus 5. Find g minus f of a. So the solution of this is basically g minus f of a is equal to g of a minus f of a. Yeah. And so we direct substitute. All right. This is g of a first minus f of a. So g of a is 2a plus 5. Then followed by the minus, you can see there, that's minus. And then you have to group that because you have f of a over here, that's a cubed plus 5. So this is a cubed plus 5 there. Now we perform the required. So this should be equal to 2a plus 5. Removing the parentheses will change this. This will become now negative. Also, this 5, which is positive here, will become negative there. And then we combine like terms. And we can only combine the 5 and the negative 5, which is actually 0. So our final answer, which is supposed to be written starting with the higher or highest degree. And the highest is the cube, followed by the 2a. There. So this must be the required final answer. Negative a cubed plus 2a. Negative a cubed plus 2a, and we can verify that in the other screen. Negative a cubed plus 2a. All right, this will now be negative a cubed plus 2a. Check. There. Negative a cubed plus 2a. All right, so let's proceed with the number 7. Let's have the 7. This will still be subtraction. All right, here's number 7. You can glance at the problem on the screen while I copy it in our solution paper. We have hx equal x cubed minus 2, and we have g of x equals 3x minus 1. We're asked to get h minus g of x. Okay, let's proceed to our solution. Okay, here is number 7. Okay, here's number 7. Remember the problem, h of x is x cubed minus 2, g of x is equal to 3x minus 1. We're asked to get h minus g of x. So we shall begin with the solution h minus g of x is equal to h of x minus g of x there. And this will be equal to x cubed minus 2 minus, all right, put it first in a grouping symbol. You put the two terms, you put these two terms 3x minus 1 inside. So this is 3x minus 1. Now remember, this is subtract. So the moment you remove the parentheses, the signs of the 3x and the negative 1 will change. And this will become negative 3x. The negative 1 is plus 1. There. And then, of course, this will have to be in front here. And that will be x cubed minus 2. There. Now we shall combine like terms, and this will give us the final answer. X cubed remains x cubed. Minus 3x is the same. Okay. Now this 2 and the number 1 combines. Now this, we will just rewrite it. So this will be minus 3x. The negative 2 and the positive 1 gives a negative 1. So this is negative 1 there. X cubed minus 3x minus 1 is the answer there. So we shall check and verify in the other screen. X cubed minus 3x minus 1. X cubed minus 3x minus 1. There. X cubed minus 3x minus 1. There. The red answer is there. We shall do number 8. Okay, this will be the last example for subtraction. Okay, I hope you're learning it. So let me just write it down first. This is number 8, and the given is h of t is equal to 4t plus 1. G of t squared minus 3. And you're asked to find h minus g of t there. All right, so we shall do the solution in the other screen. Remember the problem. Okay, let's do it over there. Okay, here's number 8. Okay, here's number 8. Okay. h of t is 4t plus 1, g of t is t squared minus 3. Find h minus g of the variable t. Okay, so I hope you're learning the method because you'll be needing this in your activity. H minus g, we shall begin with h of t minus g of t, there. And this will just be equal to 4t plus 1 minus, all right, t squared minus 3. That's the equivalent of g of t. Again, it's preceded by a minus, that's subtraction. This will become negative. This will become positive. There. And then we still have in front the 4t plus 1. Okay, combining like terms, we can only have a negative t squared, and then the 4t, and the 1 and the 3 gives 4. And we have the final answer there. So you must be able to be familiarize yourself with combining like terms, how to add similar terms, okay? And this goes to our number 8. Negative t squared plus 4t plus 4 is the answer. Negative t squared plus 4t is the answer. All right, let's verify. Negative t squared plus 4t plus 4, yes, that's the red answer you can see on the board. We shall now proceed to the multiplication. All right, I hope you learned addition and subtraction. Let's continue with multiplication now. This will be 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so let's have number 9. Okay, here's number 9. Perform the indicated operation. Number 9, you have function n. F of n is equal to 2n plus 5. You call that f of n. So that's function using the variable n, okay? And then that's function g, okay? Function g, and it operates on the variable n. So the way to read this is f of n, okay? All right, so function with the variable n, and then another on the function g. All right, so how do we do multiplication? All right, let's have number 9. So you can glance at the problem at first and do a little analysis there while I put it in our solution paper. We have 4n plus 4. And you're asked to find f times g of n. The dot there means multiplication. You can see a dot over here. You can see a dot there. So that means multiply. And we shall see the solution in the paper over here. Okay, this is number 9 problem. We're going to do now multiplication. So the required here is f times g of n there. So you write this f of n times g of n there. And this is equal to 2n plus 5 times 4n plus 4 there. So I will assume you know how to multiply polynomials, okay? All right, so just in case you don't, you can go back and review first. This requires multiplication. All right, so I will proceed just the same. This will now be 2n times 4n, that's 8n squared. There. The next thing is 2n times the 4. Remember, we're distributing like that. So we're done with the first arc. Now we're doing the second arc. That's 2n times 4. So that should be 8n. All right. Next, our multiplier is the 5. There. So 5 times the 4n, that's plus 20n. And then next, 5 times 4, that's positive 20. There. And then try to check if you can combine like terms. And I can see like 8n and 20n. You can combine this to 28n. And we will just rewrite the 8n squared and the 20 to give us the final answer. This is the required product of the two functions. And so we shall verify the answer. 8n squared, 28n plus 20. Over here, our answer is 8n squared plus 28n plus 20. 8n squared plus 28n plus 20. Yes, that should be it. 8n squared plus 28n plus 20. Let's do number 10. All right, here's number 10. You can see it on your screen. While I write it down, you have h of x, 2x minus 4, g of x, x cubed, plus 5x. And we're asked to find h times g of x. There. All right, so h times g of x. We shall see our solution in the paper. Okay, here's number 10. Let me do a little adjustment. Here's number 10. You have the h function 2x minus 4. You have the g function x cubed plus 5x, the same variable x. Now we're asked to find h dot g. The dot means multiplication, okay? That means multiplication. So we're going to do the solution. H times g x. That means h of x times g of x. There. So remember the meaning of the expression, okay? That's supposed to be like this, h times g. All right, so this is equal to, let's get the equivalent of h, 2x minus 4. Multiply this by the other one, the g, that's x cubed plus 5x, there. So we multiply this, okay, I proceed. 2x times x cubed, that's 2x to the fourth. And then 2x times the 5x, that's 10x squared, positive. So we're done multiplying the 2x by these 2. We're now using the negative 4. We're now using the negative 4. So negative 4 and the x cubed is negative 4x cubed. And then the final multiply is negative 4 by the 5x. That it's a negative 20x. Then at this point, we combine like terms. And it looks like we cannot combine anything. This is fourth degree. This is cube. This is squared. And this one is first degree. So we will just write this from highest to lowest. Okay? From highest to lowest. And we have the final answer. 2x to the fourth minus 4x cubed plus 10x squared minus 20x. There. This must be the required answer. There. Okay, so remember that answer. We shall verify that in the other screen. Okay, check and verify. This goes to our number 10. All right, here's number 10. There. Okay. 2x to the fourth minus 4x cubed plus 10x squared minus 20x. Exactly what we have in the paper. All right. We're now doing number 11. Let's go to number 11. Okay, here's number 11. we have the given f of n equals 4n minus 3. G of n equals n squared minus n. We're asked to find f times g of n. There. Let's check the answer. Let's do. It's in the paper. The problem is now there. Okay, here's number 11. Okay. All right, you can see number 11 over here. Exactly what we have on the other screen. Function f is 4n minus 3. Function g is n squared minus n. Determine f times g of n. Okay, so we start with the symbolic f times g of n. This is equivalent to f of n times g of n. There. And this will be equal to, get the equivalent, 4n minus 3 times the g, that's equivalent to n squared minus n. Okay, so you have to see the steps. So when it's time for you to do it, you should be able to follow it, all right? And the way to do it is to multiply term by term, okay? All right, let me proceed. 4n times n squared, that's 4n cubed. Next is 4n and a negative n. And that be a negative 4n squared. Next is the negative 3 and the n squared. That's a negative 3n squared. And then finally, we have negative 3 times negative n is a positive 3n. There. And so we will just combine like terms. This will be 4n cubed. And these two are like terms. And this will amount to negative 7n squared. So we're done with this and this and this. Just one more. That'll be plus 3n. And that's it. That will be the required product. There. Okay, let's verify. That's 4n cubed minus 7n squared plus 3n. And we shall verify in the problem set. Okay, 4n cubed minus 7n squared plus 3n. And it's over here. 4n cubed minus 7n squared plus 3n. Correct. Okay, that goes to our number 11. All right, next we do number 12. Here's number 12. You can see the problem first. I'll write it on the board. I will write it in the paper. All right, so this will be number 12. This is function g. That's 3x minus 2. And then function h, that's negative 2x plus 1. And we're asked to find g times h of x. Okay, so remember the given problem. It is now written in the paper, and we can now do it there. All right, here is number 12. Here is number 12. Okay. All right. We have g of x equals 3x minus 2. The function h of x is equal to negative 2x plus 1. Find g times h of x. All right, so this will be g times h of x. You have g of x times h of x. This you have the equivalent of g, that's 3x minus 2, times the function of h, that's negative 2x plus 1. And we proceed by multiplication. 3x minus 2x, that's negative 6x squared. And then the 3x and the 1, so that's plus 3x. And then negative 2 and the negative 2x is plus 4x. And then the negative 2 and the positive 1, which is product of negative 2. we can still simplify this by combining like terms. We can combine these two and rewrite the other two. Negative 6x squared, this amounts to plus 7x, and of course we will just rewrite the minus 2. And we have the answer. There. It's negative 6x squared plus 7x minus 2. Remember our answer. We will see that in the other screen. Negative 6x squared plus 7x. Negative 6x squared plus 7x minus 2. Exactly what we have in our solution. We shall now do the final operation, which is the division. All right. Let's do the divide. This goes to number 13. Okay. All right. So here's the first example for divide. It happens to be number 13. So we have f of x equal to 4x plus 5. And we have g of x equal to negative 3x plus 3. And we're asked to find f divided by g on the variable x. There. That means f divided by g. Okay? All right. So we shall do the solution in the paper. Okay, here's number 13. And I'll show you how simple this is going to be. All right, we're asked to get f over g on x. And this means f of x divided by g of x. It's like this. And so this will continue equals, and then you put the division symbol, function f is on top. So you will just write it here, 4x plus 5. And then function g is the divisor. You put it at the denominator. And it's done. That's the required answer. It's 4x plus 5 over negative 3x plus 3. And you should be able to see the answer. All right, here is the answer. 4x plus 5 over negative 3x plus 3. That goes to our first example in divide. All right, next, let's do number 14. Let's do number 14. Okay, here's number 14. You can see the problem first on the screen. I will write it in our solution paper. Function g of n is equal to 2n minus 1. Function hn equals negative 3n squared plus 5n. We're asked to get g over h on the variable n. Okay, next, let's have our paper. Okay, here's number 14. We're asked to get g divided by h of n. This is simply g of n over h of n. And this is just equal to 2n minus 1 over, all right, put the h function at the divisor. So negative 3n squared plus 5n. There. And that should be it. This will be the required quotient. There. And we shall verify. That's 2n minus 1, negative 3n squared plus 5n at the denominator. So let's verify the answer. There. It's 2n minus 1 over negative 3n squared plus 5n. Okay? So 2n minus 1 divided by negative 3n squared plus 5n. Okay, that goes to our number 14. And I think we still have two more examples under division. So let's have number 15 and then followed by 16. There. All right, so let's do 15 first. So this is number 15. The given is g of a equals negative a minus 4. And we have ha equals 4a minus 4. We're asked to get g over h a. There. All right, we shall do it in the other screen. Okay, here's number 15. Let's just adjust the paper so we can see it clearly. All right. Okay, g of a is equal to negative a minus 4. The h function is equal to 4a minus 4. All right, so find g over h of a. All right, so the required is g over h of a is equal to g function divided by h function. And we will just put the equivalent of g, that's negative a minus 4 divided by 4a minus 4. There. And that's it. That's the equivalent. Okay, remember the answer, negative a minus 4, and then divided by 4a minus 4. Okay, and we shall be able to see it over here. All right, that should be it. Negative a minus 4 divided by 4a minus 4. Exactly what we have in our solution. And we have the final example. All right, let's have number 16. Here's number 16. All right, do we have 17? No more. All right, so we'll do number 16 and we're done with our session. All right, so let's have our 16. We have g of n equals 2n plus 1, and we have hn equals 3n. We're asked to get g divided by h of n. All right, next we see our solution paper. Okay, let's have number 16 over here. Number 16. Okay. All right, that's exactly what we have for our last number. We're asked to get g divided by h. So we start with the solution, g over h of n. That's g of n over h of n. And this is exactly equal to g of n is 2n plus 1. We write it on top. And the divisor is the function h. And that should be equivalent to 3n. And that's it. That should be the required. We cannot simplify that anymore. Okay? And if we do, it might not be the simplest. All right, so that should be it. All right, 2n plus 1 over 3n. And we shall be able to check. Okay, let me see the answer. Okay, the answer that we have is 2n plus 1 over 3n. Exactly what we have as the red answer here. All right, so that's it for our lesson. I hope you were able to learn operation on function, and I hope you do your activities. Okay, this will be all. I hope you were able to learn. Bye-bye.